Hello, my name is Corey Tyson, and this is a lesson about capacitors. Capacitors go out all the time on heating and air conditioning equipment, and it's one of the most of the time, it's one of the most common questions I have is, what is a capacitor? So today, I have two capacitors, and I am going to explain what they do. This is just a normal run capacitor. As you can see, it has two prongs. One's normally common and the other is power. This is a dual capacitor. This is a 45.5 capacitor. It has a spade connector for a fan, a common, and the Herm, which is where your compressor connects to. And inside the capacitor, there are two metal plates and insulating material that are lined up together. And how these work is that a capacitor is an electrical component that stores and releases energy to help heating and air conditioning motors, compressors, and fan motors start and run properly. The capacitor creates a phase shift, meaning it delays electricity slightly to one winding. Most motors have two windings, a run winding and a start winding. So the capacitor delays electricity slightly to one winding. And when it does this, it's called a phase shift. This creates a rotating magnetic field, and that gives the motor the force needed to start and operate. So think of a merry-go-round. One person pushes it, doesn't really have much force or acceleration, and then the next person comes behind it and pushes it again, and this is what generates the carousel or merry-go-round to start moving quicker. So as power changes direction, as like if an air conditioning calls to run, and as the air conditioning power changes direction, the cap, let me look at my notes, the cap charges and discharges repeatedly, creating the time difference, like a phase shift. And a basic way I tell customers, it's like these capacitors work like a battery for a car. They get weaker and weaker, just like a battery in a car does, and eventually the capacitor just doesn't have enough charge to start the motor, and then the motor just dies. You'll hear a humming sound, and I compare it to a battery in someone's car. Like if that battery doesn't have enough power, your engine won't run. You'll get stuck somewhere. And this explanation kind of helps customers understand. It gives them a practical idea rather than the terminology or the confusing technology terminology. It may be hard for them to understand. So this is my first video on HVAC diagnostics. I'll probably redo this video at another time, so that I can talk more clearly. But yep, that's it.